All right, my friends. Looky what we have here. We have a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons minifigure boxes. I totally forgot. In look. This is semi clean. There's still a little bit of stuff right here. I've got my beer. We're doing a what is it? Youngling, whatever lager, traditional lager. While I'm cleaning everything. Look at this. Got this all situated. Oh, where's my? I forgot my. I don't have my Journal of Scott's thing. It's somewhere. Shoot, I think it's in one of my bags from Brickworld, Chicago. So, but today's video is. This is an old haul. I think I did these on Mercari. I don't know if I showed them off on a video or not. It may have been going through my crazy period. But when the Dungeons and Dragons was still going on, I still may buy a couple. I literally have been just running around buying as many Dungeons and Dragons CMFs that I can because, I mean, they're discontinued, first of all, and the price never goes down on these things. I mean, they're not super valuable because it was kind of a niche, and so there were certain figures that had parts that were super valuable, and so those have shot the moon. Um, but I was able to get this guy, the Bard, pretty reasonably. I think I got him for $8 or $9 in person, which is not bad because even if you get him for $5 or $7 on Macari or really any of the platforms, you're gonna pay a couple bucks in shipping. So if you can get them for really at any for resale, really anything like $6 to $8. That's I mean, you got to grab it, right? That's kind of minimal premium post. It was like $5 normally, plus a little bit more after tax. But like to be able to get it for a little bit of a premium because you weren't able to catch it on the shelves, plus that you're getting the one you want, which is a whole nother story. So that's pretty solid. So I got this one, the Bard. You really can't have enough because you what's really I think what's genius about the Dungeons and Dragons CMF, they included extra heads, so it's a male and female. You can mix and match, so you could use the torso, legs, all that kind of stuff, and you could make this a human, you could make it an orc, you can do whatever you want with it. It's very interchangeable, which is really, I mean, honestly, that's the best part, in my opinion, about Legos. It just kind of lets you kind of create your own imaginary world. And so that's why I got a bunch of these. So I know I've got at least two of the bards. And then let's crack and see what else I was able to get. I need to kind of clear these out and put these in my collection. So I think a couple of them was kind of random. This one is get something, the free-throw thing of sun pain or something. I don't know. There we go. So that's one. I like these guys. Almost look like the Pike leader. You could almost use this in like Star Wars too a little bit, but this is like an ethereal plane God guardian something. I don't know. So there's one. It wasn't necessarily my favorite. I have one of these already, so now I have two of them. So it's kind of like, let's see. Here's another one. Let's take a look. So this one looks like the barbarian. So we'll get the barbarian all situated. Thanks. Really cool. This has got arm printing. And actually, this is another one. Got two of these guys. This one only had one hairpiece too. That's weird. Weird. Well, I guess we could go with the female. But this is like a barbarian. They got a big old battle axe. Kind of wish there was a shield with this one. Is there not a shield? Oh, it's got the... That's right. These little torches, these are very useful in Dungeons and Dragons too, right? Because I feel like a lot of Dungeons and Dragons is in caves or like underground. A lot of underground stuff, right? So there's the barbarian again. Got him for, this is really great torso. What's nice is you could kind of interchange with any other color, but just a great. And now he meant to be short, but you could make him taller, right? I don't know. It's not necessarily my favorite, but I think the torso, getting this part is really cool. Getting the battle axe is cool, and getting the torch. So the heads are very valuable. I like that. I wish the pants. I wish they kind of. If they want next level with that, they would maybe put like a shield in here. They would change the pants up. I don't know. Now I'm asking for a lot. But maybe that's what they could do is instead of like maybe that's like a future, Dungeons and Dragons, they had these manuals. Maybe what they could do is like a manual with like a really small monster build and then like two changes of the pants, maybe two torsos, basically essentially enough for two figures where you can do the whole mix and matching thing. That would be super cool if they did something along those lines and then gave you like a really really small build. So could be like in one of those like plastic, so it's like paper with the plastic bubble and it's only like maybe 40-50 pieces, something along those lines, really small. Do that for like $8 to $10, something along those lines would be really neat. Or like $10, something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. All right, so there's number 2. Do you get the extra head? So that's what I really love about this series. The extra head. We got some extra pieces here. And the hairpiece. There we go. There we go again. Just like so. So now I've got 3 of these characters, so I can do a lot of mixing and matching. Let's see the 4th. It is the Raven's Loft. I did play a little bit of Raven's Loft. In fact, when I was growing up as a wee little lad, I went to the Gen Con the conference back in the day, and it was funny because I think I was like maybe 12 or 13 at the time. So my poor dad had to drive me all the way down. And we had to camp out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And one of the adventures that we went, so you buy a pass and you go in and they have, just like any conference, they've got, you can buy and sell. And I think I bought a bunch of stuff. In fact, that's when I bought into, I'd gotten Shadowrun. So if anybody's familiar with Shadowrun, I think I got, there was some Starfighter game that I got, not Last Starfighter, but it was like some really like, not quite Star Wars, but something along those lines. Oh, this is cool. Like his His head is awesome. Look at that. Raw. That's cool. Man. I need to do Raven's Loft. You know what would have been really sweet is to get a female character. I think. Did I have? I don't have one ready, but he's got a huge sword. Jeez, this guy's he can battle it up. You don't want to run into vampires. They're just too powerful. They will ruin your party unless you're rolling with magic. And then there's the killer mouse. That's nice. It's a nice addition. So there we go. We got these four. They're not necessarily the most desirable, but again, then recently, then I got this one. So ultimately, I don't know. I would have. Oh, I did get a second of the warlock. So I've got 3 barbarians, 2 warlocks. I forget the race on that other one, the magician with the little mini dragon, and that would have been a nice one to get, I think. This guy right here, the paladin, the Dragonbane paladin, that one's getting really, really expensive because everybody wants that head type. It just sucks, and it is a cool one. And then recently, the most recent CMF did another witch, but this is more of a costumey witch. Not as exciting. And then I've got 2 bards. And the Lich King guy. It'd be cool to get like an army of those guys, though. Maybe I should. They're still pretty reasonable. I think I got at least one of these, maybe 2, of the halfling. You know, I guess that's my only complaint on these is that, I mean, I don't know. I wish if they would have made an actual dwarf. I think that's money in the bank if they go dwarf. But they went with a short humanoid barbarian. I don't know. I do love the fact that you get 2 heads, though. That's pretty sweet. You do get 2 heads in this one. Really, any of them that you get 2 heads. I did see somebody that was selling just the parts on these. I don't know. That would be also a good one to get online if Lego is selling the hair pieces. Those are good things to get. Again, anything you can do to kind of swap. So I at least have one of everything now. I've got a couple of these, so I can do some mixing and matching. Yeah, I did get the Ronin. He's pretty awesome. I'm gonna try to do some mixing and matching. I did see. Gosh, what was it? I saw. I've been trying to get some of the other CMF. I've been trying to get different monsters. Stay tuned. I think the next Macari haul purchase. Most of these were Macari, so I hauled these a while ago. I don't know if I did a video or not. If not, I'm finally building them, breaking them out, getting them all set, situated. Oh, I didn't put his cape on. Anyways, so yeah, there's definitely I have still a long ways to go to get all of the monsters and even some of the builds and characters. So I've got them all queued up. I need to sell some more stuff before I can buy more, though. It's really weird, too, on Macari. Like, sometimes it lets you do Apple Pay, and sometimes you can't. It's really annoying. It feels like anytime there's like 20% off, maybe Apple charges them too much. Oh, there he is with his cape. Dun. So it's a really, really nice figure. Just I don't know if I need two of them, but what else? Oh, and then there's this princess. I have two of her with her unicorn, which is really neat. I wish her hair didn't have the crown on it. So you don't really know if this is an elf or not. I guess, you could probably put this on somebody else and just use different outfits. So again, that's the thing. Mixing and matching, it's the way to go. The only hard part is that if you're mixing and matching, then getting your collection, if you ever do want to sell it, is kind of a nightmare. But that's part of the fun. So, anyways, thank you so much for joining me on my Dungeons and Dragons minifigure journey. I'll have to do like a whole like maybe showcase of everything that I've got, all the monsters, all the Dungeons and Dragons. I've been building plates. Oh shoot, it's too far away to get it. But plates for them to kind of like go on adventures and different things. So it's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. I wish I really could do more of it. So, but there's just never enough time in the day. But for now, again, thank you so much for joining me on my Dungeons and Dragons Lego collecting journey, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.